really don't think I have the right to make any more jokes about how, oh look, it's been months and I haven't put out a video. Well, yeah, we should just be used to this by now. I think we choose this moment to play with our bone peg. I love my snort, but terrible timing. I think the last thing I put up was what happened to March or what happened to February. Needless to say, I've done no reading. I haven't been reading. I think it's a combination of having a hard time focus on books. I've watched a lot of really good TV. I mean, we had Game of Thrones, the final season. HBO dropped Chernobyl. Netflix dropped When They See Us. There's a lot of really good TV that's been occupying my mind instead because TV is easier to absorb than books. It's a far more passive activity. But also, as you can probably tell by this different background, this will not be my new official background, but it might be my transitional background for a while. I'm in the process of moving. As I said in my last video, I have 95% moved in with my boyfriend. The other 5% is some final bits of furniture for which I need to hire a moving company, some stuff that's in my trunk, and then I think we're really going to be set. But also, in the meanwhile, I've had some health issues. Let me take you on a tour of what has been the past month and a half of me and health issues. I contracted a UTI. It's a pretty common. I've had one before. They suck, but you know them the moment you get them. So I was treated for that. 8 days later, I'm being rushed to patient first by my boyfriend in pain, and we decide that I have either a kidney stone or a kidney infection, which is probably what caused the UTI. So I have that, and I'm put on antibiotics and pain meds for that, which made me incredibly nauseous, and I did not have fun while I was on those meds. I'm one of those people where if nausea is a side effect of a medication, I'm the one who's going to end up with nausea. Several weeks after that, I sprained my ring finger, which you probably can't tell until I hold it up here in comparison. This finger is swollen. It's been about 3.5 weeks. It's got anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks left. Down. Lie down. Good boy. And it sucked. I was just recently told by my doctor today to take it out of the splint I was using so that I could try and make sure I don't lose all range of motion in this thing. Yeah. And then to top it all off, this past Thursday, I was rushed by one of my coworkers to the hospital with idiopathic acute pancreatitis. This is actually something I've had before. When I was 21, my senior year in college, I had to have a friend call me an ambulance because I woke up in the worst pain of my life. I thought I was dying. I couldn't breathe. I was having panic attacks related to that. And my blood pressure went from going up as a result of being in pain to completely tanking because I just wasn't breathing, because it hurt to breathe. And I was in the same pain this past Thursday. I went to the hospital. They gave me morphine, so everything's a bit of a fog after that. But hilariously enough, I was actually rushed to my boyfriend's hospital where he works as a PT. So he visited me after the morphine had kicked in. And they really don't know what's going on. I saw my GP today, and she said, I'm going to recommend you a gastroenterologist. So now I need to go to another doctor to figure out why this happened, because I had no gallstones. I'm not a binge drinker. I don't eat a really high-fat diet. Just no explanation for why this happened, and I'm a person who wants answers, because my pancreas shouldn't be putting my enzyme levels through the roof if I'm not doing any of the things that cause that. So needless to say, I'm sorry if you hear that tapping. It is my boyfriend's dog who has a tail. Jack. Good boy. Haven't done much. I'm hoping to film some videos. Maybe tonight, probably not. I'm still on pain meds and anti-nausea meds and trying to be human and eat food beyond chicken broth and toast. Let me tell you, after a while that gets old. But that's where I've been. I'm hoping that once all this moving is done and I have a trip to London in August, I'll somehow be able to get back on a regular schedule of uploading, especially since I'm going to have a private office area, which I very much need. And I won't generally have to worry about a roommate listening in on everything I'm doing. Let me tell you, that's huge. I love that. But in the meanwhile, it's where I've been. I can only apologize. I would just say if there's anything in particular you want me to talk about or make a video on, I'm happy to do that. You can leave a comment down below. You can send me a DM. Probably best if you leave a comment because sometimes the DMs I don't get notified that I've got a DM. It's weird. But that's what's going on. Hopefully I'll be back soon. Cheers, you guys.